If you're someone who's in a position where you're still confused about what to do next, about your financial life, you want to do better, and you're going through a whole lot of financial challenges, or you're still worried about the business to start up, but you're worried because it doesn't look aesthetic enough for your personality, or you're just starting up and you haven't gotten any results yet, this video is for you. As a girl who was once a graduate washing clothes to earn a living, to a successful business owner who just opened a new startup that costs over 8 figures to set up, I want you to know that you cannot be ashamed of your little beginnings. Never be ashamed of your little beginnings. There are going to be people that are going to mock you. There are going to be people that are going to laugh at you. Like when I started my laundry, when I initially started, people were like, "You're a graduate, what are you doing? You're washing." And people were calling me a washerwoman, dry cleaner, making some side thoughts, some side notes, even like close family friends are like, are you sure about this? Like, how does it feel like to be a dry cleaner? How does it feel like to be a washerwoman and all that? In short, one of the craziest statements, one of my secondary school classmates literally told me he always knew that I was going to end up being a washerwoman. Really, that won't enter me seriously. But guess what? That was just my starting point, and that was the best decision I ever made to actually start small. Because if I never started, I don't think I'll be who I am here, setting up 8-figure standard of businesses. So never ever let anybody make you feel less about you. Never let anybody make you feel less about your little beginnings. That idea you have, that business you want to start, that you know you can start with what you have in your account now, go ahead and start it. Because I'm telling you, that little beginning is going to shoot you up if you continue and you do not do well. Secondly, we're going to be your number one cheerleader in this whole process. Because people are going to ask you, why are you doing this? People are going to doubt you. People are going to be like, why are you starting this project? Why are you starting this business? What is your reason? This is beneath you. This is this. Nobody can see your vision like you. And I mean, absolutely nobody can see your vision like you. So you need to first of all believe in yourself. You need to trust the process and know that absolutely no one will believe in your vision. No one else can see what you see. As I then, even when I started the dry cleaning business, I saw myself as a CEO of companies all over the world, and I knew I was going to be big. I know I was going to be earning millions upon millions. And even though the very first month in my business, my total sales was 11,300 naira, I did not care. I just knew that it was a starting point and I was going somewhere. So it doesn't really matter if the first month in your business that you're starting up, you're not making as massive sale, you're not making massive sales like you dreamed of. Know that you are just starting, and with time you're going to grow and you're going to look back and be so happy that you did not give up. Alright. Thirdly, one issue people have is they start up something and they remain small. They start something up and they just focus on it and they do not try to grow. They do not build skills. They do not invest in learning. When I was growing up, I used to ask myself, why does the book of Proverbs talk so much about getting wisdom? Wisdom is calling, wisdom is calling. I didn't understand. I'm like, why is the book of Proverbs so much about wisdom? Wisdom, get wisdom. In all you're getting, get wisdom. And then I grew in business and discovered that truly the Bible was very correct, because the Bible knows the power in knowledge. The Bible knows the power in information. So invest in wisdom. Invest in learning about your skills, in learning new skills. Invest in courses. Some people find it bizarre to purchase courses from coaches online, and because of that, they're like, everybody's just out for their money. Hell no. I'm telling you, one of the things that grew me up to who I am today is the fact that I invested in skill building. I learned several kinds of skills. Those physical, I was so curious. I was so crazy about learning. Even before I started learning skills online, I started learning skills offline. Interior decor, I learned how to sew. I paid money for all that. And then online, I started learning digital marketing. I started learning importation, exportation, international transactions, international trades, every single thing that I could learn to increase my wisdom. There's no knowledge that is wasted. And I spent so much time learning, and that was the turning around and turning point of my life. So despite the fact that I was washing plates and I was still doing that, I started learning and I started growing. And those skills that I learned, I started putting them into action. And that is how I started increasing my earning capacity in the market. So always invest in learning skills, invest in building your skills, in building in information, in growing your mind, your wisdom. And so you could be doing this other thing temporarily because that is what you know that you can afford to start with to earn money. But as you're doing it, also be learning skills and improving your knowledge, improving your skills and growing. And it will take you to places that you never even imagined you will reach. And then the fourth thing, trust in God. There were days that I felt like giving up. There were days that I was so down, and I'm not really someone that has lots of friends. I keep my circle really small. So some days I felt discouraged and all that. And what kept me going was trusting in God, believing in God, trusting in the fact that I have God, study the Bible, believing in God, faith in God. So believe Jesus, know that there's no dream that is too big for him to achieve, and he's able to do more than, in short, the Bible verse that kept me going is the scripture that says, the path of the righteous is like a shining light, shining brighter and brighter unto the perfect day. So some days where it looks like I was down, I kept telling myself that the path of the righteous is like a shining light, meaning it can only get better for me. It can only get better for me. And that was the belief system that kept me going, and indeed it was manifested in my life in reality. And number 5, never ever give up. There will be days that you will feel like crying, you will feel like tossing. In fact, let me tell you my story. When I lost my immediate elder sister some years back, I was so discouraged. I was like, what is really the essence of even continuing? What is the essence of living? But then I went back and I was like, she would want me to grow more than I've ever done before, because she would want to see me shine. She would want me to prove to all the naysayers that said that you cannot make it because of whatever path you decided to choose. She would want me to grow and build my dreams. And this time around, I'm not living just for myself. I'm living for her too. And I'm not going to let anything discourage me. I'm going to keep fighting and I'm going to keep growing. And exactly that was it. I never gave up. I saw it as a challenge to be better, and that I was not just doing this for me anymore. I was doing it for her too. And so never give up. There'll be challenges that will come as you keep growing, but if you never ever give up, you'll be shocked of the results of where you will be. My name is Ruth Ebe, and these are the things that helped me to become who I am today. If you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button and kindly like and subscribe to my channel.